Hello one and all, welcome to Seeing Through Glass. Welcome to the 2018 Volkswagen Golf R. Now you may remember that last month I borrowed a Renault Megane RS during Goodwood Festival of Speed. And in my review video of that car, I mentioned I want to do more hot hatch content because I feel like there are just so many insane hot hatches on the market today. In my mind, the Golf is the daddy of them all. The Golf is the second highest selling car in the UK. Not the second highest selling hatchback, not the second highest selling hot hatchback, the second highest selling car. It is the epitome, I believe, of the UK petrolhead. And in fact, I had one as my very first car. But the 1.4 litre Mark IV Golf I bought back in 2007 is quite different to this 2018 R. This car has 310 horsepower, does 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds, has a DSG flappy paddle gearbox, 4-wheel drive, all the bits, all the gizmos, and could be the perfect way to get around the UK. Now I'm going to be honest, my expectations for this car are pretty high. As I mentioned, a Golf was my first car, so I've always loved the things, but also Lenny the Geezer has continuously trolled me that the Golf R is the best car in the world, mate! I also think it looks good, this latest generation. This is the Lapis blue colour. Forgive my little crib sheet. If you don't know, I've been on holiday the last 2 weeks in Bali and the jet lag's kicking in pretty hard right now. But yeah, I think it just comes together as a really nice package. This particular car has the performance pack, which includes, again, crib sheet, these 19-inch wheels, performance brakes, silver-coloured brake calipers, de-restricted top speed, and the performance rear spoiler. It's also got the Aquapovich sports exhaust and a whole load of other options I'm going to talk you through in a second, because whilst it does look great, and it does perform great, I mean, this was just day one, I only collected the car an hour or so ago, but the first couple of miles around London, it's just been spot on. The visibility is fantastic, and the ride is really nice and smooth, loads of space in there, all these brilliant things. There is one major negative that comes with all the options on this particular vehicle, because the Golf R starts, I think it's just around £34,000, which, as I found out when I drove the Megane, is actually quite competitively priced in today's hot hatch market. But this particular car, this very car that I'm sat on right now, it's quite a lot more than that. Are you sitting down? Because this car costs just under £45,000. £45,000 for a Golf. That's more than a bog standard RS3, and I'm sorry, the RS3 is a better car in every way. I mean, that's a personal opinion, but it's also fact, because it is a better car in every way. And this is more expensive. How does that make sense? I mean, I know that Golfs are very popular on lease schemes and leasing deals, but it doesn't matter. It's just under £45,000. Please tell me I'm not mad. That is just too much for a Golf, isn't it? Anyway, let's have a little walk around, point out a few options, talk you through how it adds up to that total, and see if we can get to grips with it any better. I'm not sure we can. So let's kick things off with that performance pack that I just mentioned, which is the wheels, the brakes, the calipers, the rear spoiler, and the de-restricted top speed. That comes in at £2,300. With the Golf R, you get this kind of redesigned front bumper, which I really like, all the sort of gloss black details. Around the back, we get a slightly redesigned rear bumper too, which also brings us on to the Aquapovich exhaust, which is an option on this car. Bring out my crib sheet. We are looking at just under £3,000. That seems quite a lot. £2,975, saving 7 kilograms in weight. What else have we got down here? Carbon fibre wing mirrors, door mirrors, £450 for those. Keyless entry, £375, pretty boring. Dynamic chassis control, variable suspension settings. Ooh, maybe this is why it's been such a relaxing, comfortable ride, because the DCC gives you sport, comfort and normal, and it's £850. I'm going to say straight away that's a worthwhile option, because I really really have loved how smooth the ride has been. Wireless smartphone charging, haven't checked that out yet, £360. Various lane assist and safety options, £1,200. And LED headlights, a no-cost option. Let me just quickly show you inside, because I guess you could say if you're looking against the rivals, you might go, oh, Volkswagen might not have the nicest interior, but you are wrong, because obviously the Volkswagen group share their parts with so many of the sort of other brands in the family. So lots of this is recognisable from Audis and Porsches and all different things. But yeah, lovely steering wheel. I'll turn on the ignition. We've got a great digital display there. This whole infotainment system is spot on, really easy to use, simple layout, touchscreen, which I'm not usually a fan of, but it just kind of works. It's got that haptic feedback type thing, navigation all there, pretty easily laid out. Here we go, DSG gearbox, that's the drive mode select. So if I hit that, there you go, eco, comfort, normal, race and individual. I've been going everywhere in race, which is pretty antisocial. Traction off, parking sensors, auto hold. Yeah, it's just a very nice place to be. So don't get me wrong, £45,000 is a lot of money, but I do see some quality. And yeah, well, yeah, it's still a lot. I actually don't want to get too caught up on the price of this car. I know it's what I've talked about the last 2 minutes, but that's because it took me by surprise. But let's forget about it for now. Let's put it to the side, because I know by the end of this week I will have fallen in love with this thing and I'll be going, oh, it doesn't matter what it costs. Buy it. It's the best car in the world. That's another Lenny the Geezer impression. Spot on, I think you'll find. But yeah, so anyway, moving on, let's forget about that. One other sort of area of concern or potential issue I see for the Golf, and the reason I'm doing these now is because I know the more time I spend in this car, the more I'll fall in love with it and forget to mention any sort of concerns or issues. It's competition, and I mentioned at the beginning of this video, there are so many great hot hatches out nowadays. Back in the day, if you wanted a small, fast car, the Golf was the obvious choice. Yes, you could have been sort of quirky and got a Renault or a Peugeot to be alternative, but if you wanted a very good, small, fast car, you'd go for a Golf. But these days, I'm not sure that's still the case. Heck, I drove a Toyota hot hatch earlier this year. I think every manufacturer under the sun is making a small, fast car. So is this still the one you would choose? And in fact, Tony and I recently talked about this in a podcast. If you don't watch or listen to the podcast, head over to youtube.com/behindtheglass for bi-weekly episodes at the moment. But yes, we had to pick the 3 hot hatches we thought were most desirable at the moment. And I picked a Renault Megane RS, because I just jumped out of it, a Golf, but the GTI, not the R, which could be an interesting point later on in the week, and a BMW 140i. And it just so happens I have a friend who lives around the corner who owns a BMW 140i, so I asked to come down so we could check it out and have a chat. Howdy, how?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
You've bought the... Oh, I didn't know... When did you get the exhaust put on?
I had it done ages ago.
I've got an exhaust too.
I know.
It's Akrapovic and it costs £3,000.
Ridiculous.
I want to chat cars.
Let's chat cars, because that's what we like doing.
The whole thing I wanted to discuss, why have you got this and not that? Because isn't the Golf the best hot hatch in the world?
No.
Why? Talk to me. Tell me
I had
everything.
a 1.6 TDI Golf. Hated it. Absolutely detested it. There was faults left, right and centre.
What generation?
7.
What's that?
That's 7.5.
Okay. Thank you. I'm really jet lagged. I'm sorry. I'm really jet lagged.
To be fair, this had the better financial deals as well.
Okay, that's good.
That was a big part of it, but it was a BMW. It sounds really badge snobbery, but this also had the 3-litre straight 6 twin scroll turbocharged engine. Every hot hatch has a 2-litre 4.
Very good point. That does not... I've literally spent 2 miles in it.
That's fine.
It doesn't sound that great, I have to say.
And it's got the really expensive exhaust.
Well, there we go. Can we be really antisocial in the park? Can you just rev your... Just like one, like a little rev.
You need to hear it when it's like...
Well, yes, that can be another video.
And it goes BAP!
Just a little one.
I might trust you with driving.
Yes, okay, fruity. And rear-wheel drive, right? The true driver.
Slidey.
Can I now be a Volkswagen Group salesperson?
Go for it.
Come with me. Okay, because firstly, now this is pure personal taste.
Go for it.
I think this looks better. I think the Golf looks better. I think this still looks... Now, inside, I was actually.
Family.
You think family, not in the R,
No,
not the
look,
Golf R.
It's the car that replaces the nice little sports car that the dad got told he had to get rid of to be sensible.
Hey, look, sit inside. They are just the best cars all round, Golfs. As I say, I've got a week to decide whether that's still the case, but...
I'll go with you on the best all-rounder.
Yeah.
How is it economically?
Well, I don't know...
Considering that you had it 2 miles.
I don't know about
You'll
fuel,
know.
and this will be the end point of our segment, but I'll leave you with the price of this car.
Hit me.
Do you know the on-the-road price of yours? Because you just said you had a finance deal.
Mine is on the books at 36.
Okay, I'll let you guess the price of this one.
See, I know that they put a stupid price on it because you've got the really fancy pipes on it.
Just take a while.
It goes around 40, doesn't it?
Well, I just said I don't want to talk about price in this video, but we're talking about it again.
But
It's not 40, just under £45,000. Oh no. I'm still leaning in this direction despite the crazy price and the fact I haven't really hung out with it yet. If I was to walk into a showroom blind, I'd still pick the Golf because #Golf. But
you're not going to pick one if you're blind.
Well, no, okay, good point. But we're going to find out if that's going to reign true at the end of the week. I will. Yeah, I'm still excited. I'm still excited. This price thing is really getting to me. I've got to let it go. I've got to move on. Joe.
I'm with you on that. I'm literally like.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming down. If you want to see fantastic photos of Joe's car and other cars, head over, follow her on Skulls and Snaps. She's always doing fun adventures. But for now, I'm going to get back into my Blue Beast, forget about how much it costs, and start to absolutely love and enjoy the Golf experience, because we all know it's the best. What's going on?
Digital display.
This is such a collaborative day.
Such a collab day.
I just had Joe Skulls and Snaps in my video.
Did you?
What are you guys doing?
We're just hanging out.
Hello!
I love how he's recording.
I'm always recording. I'm always recording. You want to get in?
Yeah, I'm going to jump in.
You coming?
I've got to look after the car.
No.
Archie's my security.
Archie's his security. No, let me get that. Otherwise you're going to knock yourself out, mate. Right, see you later, mate. Well, welcome to my Golf. Well, not my Golf. Welcome to the Golf that VW just lent me for the week. It's nice, isn't it?
It's really nice.
It's good.
This is the
Everyone raves
first time
about
that
these
I've been.
things.
Yeah, exactly. This is the first time that I've been in one.
But it's nice, spacious, and visibility.
Yeah.
So for the visibility here, it's insane.
No sunroof though.
No sunroof, good point. Anyway, so we're going to cruise around, I guess do some filming for your vlog.
Oh yeah. I've got my camera ready to roll.
Rock and roll.
I haven't seen any supercars
Oh, I
driving
have.
around. You have?
I saw an Aventador.
What colour?
White with either a kit or is it 50th or something.
Yeah, we've seen that.
DB11, white.
I mean, yeah. There's a lot of them in London, is all I'm saying.
Okay, so anyway, we will pick things back up when we finish filming for Paul. So see you in a second. Hi, Archie Hamilton.
Hi. Hello.
I always think he should carry his helmet around.
I think he should.
Just be prepared for
Ollie
Someone tried to keep your car.
Ollie Webb does.
What?
What?
Are you checking if I'm racing?
Your rival.
Damn you, Ollie Webb. Damn you and your credibility.
Did you know Ollie Webb was only 4/10 faster than me around Spa?
Right, you want.
4/10 is quite low.
Should we ask how
That's outing you won.
There's not that in WC, but let me continue. I thought I'd let you.
Is that GT2 in WC?
Shush.
Archie?
Did you see Paul around the track at Sedgeton?
No.
When he put it in the wall?
Oh, yes.
Let's leave it at that.
Should I edit that out?
Nope.
Well, yeah, thanks, lads. What do you think of my Golf, by the way?
Love it.
Love it?
I do think they're very cool.
Because you're an Audi man.
Would you buy one?
Yeah, we'll buy one.
Yeah?
Okay.
Do you enjoy it?
He's so
some
rich.
traffic. I mean, I literally got it this morning, but it's great. So far, it's great. It's a little expensive.
So it's not the same sort of videos you did with the M4.
Bye! Well, that was a totally random and unexpected segment of my video. I had no idea Paul and Archie were going to be there. Day one with the Golf, it's been I'm so jet lagged. And I'm really annoyed that I've become so fixated on the price. I've got to find a way to move past it and enjoy this car and experience this car without getting caught up on how much it costs. So, lots planned with it this week to take it all over the place. I promise I will get back on time soon, be a little bit more together, and hopefully a little bit more convolucent, constructive, I need JWW with a thesaurus right now. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Give it a thumbs up if you have, and make sure to subscribe for plenty more videos to come.